whatever. My name is Jessica Washington. It's time for another PD Breaks, and yes, we are talking about rules, and expectations. Yes, I know. It is the rules of the classroom. We're back at the beginning of the year and we're trying to set our rules, right? Well, we already know, or hopefully know, about all the things about saying don't put negative energy out there. Don't start a room with don't do this. It just brings a certain type of je ne sais quoi instead of je ne sais quoi to the classroom. We know the basic piece of rules, and we also know that great age one where it's like, oh, let you and your kids make the rules. I kind of am against that for my own personal reasons, and I'm a control freak. But we get the concept of what rules are supposed to be. But really, what do? They set up the expectation and guidelines for your classroom. Hence the word guidelines. Your rules are guidelines to keep your class focused on the main objective, for it to run in a smooth, fair way so every child can learn. So when you talk about these guidelines, what really works? And you have to pull together 3 to 5 rules, guidelines, expectations that really mean something to your kids. Hence, for me, one of my rules in trying to change it around, because I really wanted to set an expectation, was we make money in this class. That was 8th grade. And what that really meant was pay attention. Because of course they didn't know what that meant. So they were like, oh yeah, we're making money. Well, every time you pay attention to me, you're learning a skill that turn around will make you money in college or career readiness or whatever. And we actually had an outline that we went through at the end of every 9 weeks on the skills that we learned and how they're used in the real world. And they were like, yeah, we make money in this class. So it did sound a little gangsterish at first, but I was dealing with that kind of group. But another one that we also had is try again. I know it's 3 before me, but for me it was like, did you try? I was really trying to teach grit, and I wanted to teach that my kids that I didn't have to have all the answers. You can find the answer, and I respect you trying. As well as when you try, sometimes you got a little bit further and I knew exactly where to help you versus starting all over again. And that was time management. Pay attention. Education is your responsibility was like the best way for me to say bring your pencils and pens. This education is your responsibility. You are responsible for bringing a pencil or pen and paper. I don't care how you do it, but when you walk through that door, whose responsibility is it? I might be keeping that one for a long time because that was phenomenal. But these are just me. But if you notice that my rules also set it up. Set it up. We're gonna work that out. Set up precedents to help guide life management skills, because I wanted to make sure that that was shown. So when you talk about rules and you talk about yes, no's and everything, I just ask you to really get past no food and drink in class. That's an expectation that you can be enforced through action. But when you post those up on the wall, post on a wall, what are you really trying to say? And what is it, the tone, and what is the expectation? And just if you're posting up, don't chew gum in class, don't eat or drink in class, I think you can actually use that space to actually explore more and be more. Do it. Have the conversation. Like in here, we trust each other. So how do we turn around and enforce that? How do we do that? And here we share each other, and here we grow together. Bam, that's a good one. We grow together, so nobody's left out in the field not knowing something or just in the dark. Johnny, pay attention to the light. But rules. So going back to that, just really think about how you can enforce and build guidelines that set up what you're trying to do for the long term. Let it all run together, and I just explore. Please explore how far you can go with this. It's about the rules, baby, right? Jessica Washington, another PD Breaks. Take care of it. Do what you gotta do. If you wanna follow any rules right now, subscribe, hit the button, comment, do all of that. Why? Because I said so.